Day one, we start an agricultural program growing fruits and vegetables that the students will have to end up maintaining throughout the course of their either stay and or their attendance here at Lake Sustainable Future Learning Center, where we teach essential life skills and trades, everything from air and water sanitation, how to grow and cook food, basic electrical, mechanical skills, and structural skills, and we take that back with inside the community to help rebuild it, to restructure it, to help people find less challenges and problems throughout life, being able to have knowledge, because in life, knowledge is key. The more that you know, the less situations that you'll end up finding yourself in, and we want to be able to end up preventing these situations rather than having to deal with post-preventative measures with inside the future. A lot of these factors that people end up dealing with inside their life, such as yourself, myself, and a lot of other people that I've helped out over the years, has always been affected on several different factors, everything from lack thereof to financial inequity to destabilization through social economical practices through the community. And at the end of the day, the only person that we can end up relying on is ourselves. So I'm taking it upon myself to go the extra mile to again teach people these essential life skills and trades, to be able to prosper with inside the future pretense, and as well build a community with good people, with good morals, with good values, and good delegates. That way, so we can build a brother, a sisterhood, a community of good, strong, resilient people, back to how the American people used to end up being in the day, where everyone knew their neighbor, everyone worked together. I have a saying, if everyone helped their neighbor do one task a day, there'd be very little to be done in the world. And if you think about it, it's actually really true. And a lot of the problems that we end up facing on a day-to-day attribute everything from something as simple as a leaking pipe within inside your home, or an electrical issue they may have, or your vehicle, or even technological attributes. We do everything from teaching CAD to doing 3D printing, laser printing, CNC plasma cutting. We do welding, we do fabrication, we do pipe bending to end up fabricating things. We do engineering-based classes, we teach blueprinting, we teach electrical, we teach you how to use the tools, we teach you where to implement them, and we give you the inside trade secrets from people that have direct experience for several years. And by doing that, you're able to excel your overall learning state much faster, much more rapid than other options or potential options within life. So by doing this, as I said, all the students will be able to eat the food that we end up growing and any of the animals we tend to here on the property. That way, so we can curb one problem of hunger. The next issue is energy. We all have a lack thereof, and again with the increasing cost and rise of it, so we can create other alternative forms of photoelectric energy, biodiesel, and other biogasoline based fuels. In addition to that, same thing with purified water. That's the number one thing that anyone on this planet, it doesn't matter if you're human, an animal, or a piece of machinery, just about everything needs water. And the overall water quality that we end up getting either from a bottle and or from the tap is very minute inside the overall attribute. It has a lot of organic and inorganic material. It has isotopes in it. It has chemicals in it. It has other biological wastes and everything as well. Not trying to gross people out, but it's the absolute truth and the reality of it. Same exact thing with building materials. A lot of it we can end up producing through other forms of raw materials and other engineering tactics to be able to create these materials, and doing it more at an economical and something that is far more resilient and more sustainable for a long-term pretense. As we know with a lot of the building materials, they dry rot, a lot of them have formaldehyde in them, a lot of them, the price is another attribute, but as well, a lot of them don't end up lasting, and they're very vulnerable to damage or other exposure to things that may end up weakening or degrade the condition of it. So, with inside that being said, we break people out of the normal hamster wheel, and I feel bad for a lot of the youth nowadays, even the people of older age and whatnot. If you're an 18-year-old and you get thrown out into the world and you don't have any savings, any inheritance, or anything that you have been able to acquire throughout your youthful years, as we know, a single bedroom apartment in a pretty bad area with very old fixtures from the 90s and 80s and everything else that comes along with it, you're looking about $1,600. Plus you need first and last month's rent. You got to have credit, and if you don't have any credit history, that also disqualifies you. Most places are wanting W-2s and pay stubs, things like that. That also puts you in another deficit. And as well, coming up with $3,200, and that's if they don't end up charging you first, last month's, and a deposit, which would be, if I'm not mistaken with my math, over $3,900 there. So we want to be able to try to give people, again, a place of community support to show that there still is humanitarianism-based people with a heart, with a mind, that want to end up seeing good and want to end up seeing this world inside the way that God created it for us to be and for us to live in. We're supposed to leave this place better than when we ended up getting here. In most situations, that doesn't end up seeming to be the case. So rather than just a traditional vocational school, rather than the public education system, rather than just a weekend class, this is something that you can end up immersing your mind, your physical attributes, to end up growing and building yourself into a stronger, more intellectual, and more rounded person that has these overall abilities, that has these connections now that you've ended up acquiring by meeting all these other people from all different walks of life. And this program isn't just only targeted towards the youth, it is targeted towards anyone. The elder folks, if you have a skill that you would like to teach, and if you would like to end up being part of this, we want you as well with inside this program. We want everyone, and I want to spread this as far and wide as in many states and quite frankly as many countries as possible, because when we can end up bringing people back together to end up seeing the reality of the situations that we're dealing with, that way so we can come together rather than talking about the problems, we can talk about the problem once, and then from there we can go and make solutions. We can go from A through Z and figure out every single option and then execute those. That way so we can end up resolving the problems with inside your life, your community, your state, and your country. So hopefully this gives you just a brief overview on the exponential benefit that this program from Layth Sustainable Future Learning Center, which Layth in Arabic means strong leader or lion. So we want to end up building people with strong leadership, with strong minds, with good health, with good decorum with inside themselves, and we want to bring back genuinity with inside people, their actions, and what they say and do. Again, a lot of us, we get stuck inside the overall system, working the 9 to 5, we get so exhausted, we don't take care of our minds, we don't take care of our health, we can't take care of our lives the way that we should within this overall pretense. So this is a stepping stone to be able to bring people back to a way that life is intended to end up being. So I appreciate you watching this very much and very due diligently. I look forward from hearing from a lot of you. We're going to end up starting to hold group chats and roundtables on X to end up expanding this further out, and as well to get ideas from you. What is something that you would like to end up learning? What is something that you feel is a problem within your community that maybe we can end up solving for you? Again, as this will end up progressing over the course of time, things will be able to grow. We will have substantial more ability to make further impacts positively. Because at the end of the day, when we're gone, the only thing we leave behind is the moments, the memories, and the impacts that we left on other people's lives. So thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for any contribution that you can either do. And I look forward to meeting and seeing you here within the future. Take care now.